So last September we get started for C++, but very short time, okay, just to get you started. And I decided, originally I think about having the C++ starting from February, but I think that I would rather to review this C++ 1 first, instead of starting from C++ 2 in February. So let's get started with this one. And the whole purpose of this whole C++ 1, 2, 3 is to help you to study the C++ language for competition. So a few things will be standard. We would like you to just use this Visual C++, Visual Studio Editor, code editor, okay, VSC editor. So do not use the don't use the Visual Studio 2017, 2019, okay? That is too much. It actually is for Microsoft development environment. They have too much library or something you don't need, okay? Visual Studio Code is somewhat more lighter. It's much lighter, and it actually is similar to Booje type of lightweight IDE, okay? So we pick this one for the competition purpose. Second, please, today I send you guys this quick reference. They are only 4 pages. Okay, they are only 4 pages. So basically for me, I actually prepare some of the clear page like this. Okay, let me show you by camera. Okay, so let me show you by camera. So you should see, let me see. I just share my camera. Okay, one moment. Can I share my camera? No, let me share my camera, okay? So let's share my camera. I just make it like this, right? 4 pages. So actually two clear cover, 2 page, okay? So each one of these, I actually be able to look at it right away. So I would have this one handy. So in the competition, I should be able to see every code I want to have, right? So this is legal, okay? This is not cheating because you need to search internet, take time. So I will have all the function ready, finding maximum, what is pair, what is map, it's all here, and totally 4 pages, but I put 2 pages in one clear cover, so you will be able to use it faster, okay? So please prepare something like this. It will help you to do competition, okay? Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this one I send you, and I send you the PDF file, you should have that. And then other than that, we just focus on solving the problem on user code silver, and also focus on solving the problem in decode. Okay, that's our main purpose. Or if you like, you can use this one to solve the problem in user code bronze. That's also okay. You just try it out, okay? And if you are still, for Selena, you still competing in Java, okay? Don't use this one yet until you go to the next level, okay? So now, today, let's get started, okay? Let's get started over here. So today, we are going to start this C++ programming essential. Just like other class I have, programming essential means the basic programming portion. So it will cover what we know, the decision, selection, and also loop and function, and also basic data structure array list. And array list in C++ would be vector, okay? And also one important structure called struct. Struct in C language is a record, okay? In C++ is a mini class. So most of the time, we basically don't need to design a class in competition. We just need to use the structure, okay? That's all we need to have, okay? So we will get started for this one, an overview of this course. And because we are starting this new course, so I'm not going to skip something just like last time we do it in September, okay? So C++ is a general purpose object-oriented programming language developed by this person Bajar Strongstrom. Okay, I actually don't know how to pronounce his name. And it's an extension of C language. And it is therefore possible to code C++ in C style or object-oriented style. So basically the concept is like this. C language was invented in 1969, 68 maybe, okay? And actually 1970, generally first, we call this one starting time epoch time, right? Epoch time. The time stamp 12 a.m., right? Starting the time. And it is the Unix time, sometimes also called Unix time, right? So Unix, C language, and the PDP A, 3-in-1, hardware, sub language, and operation system. They put them together for the first time and then have a first system. Unix is one, right? So it actually is a system for one person. It is actually the starting point for personal computer as well. So we start with one Unix, but later we develop it into several versions, even DOS, even Windows. Okay, this several different versions. Macintosh OS as well, iOS as well, all come from that. Okay, so at that time we have C language, and C language actually is a low-level language, very close to assembly language. So C language was originally used to system design. Okay, so it come with the if, come with the loop, come with the function. Okay, come with array and pointer and structure. Okay, but it doesn't have array list, something like that. We don't have that. Okay, it doesn't have string. Okay, these are something it doesn't have. Okay, it doesn't have class. Okay, these are different. So C language over here, but we do need to have these different things. Not these different things, but whatever we call it programming essential is over here. We all call object-oriented programming is over here. Okay, so we need to include that. But at the time we have C language, we don't have that yet. Okay, we don't have that yet. So what happened is like people try to write a syntax for C++ and put it as an AR module to C language. So in the first day of the C++, C++ language will go through a preprocessor to convert it to C language, and then C language go to compiler, and then go to linker, and then become executable file. Okay, that's originally is something like that. So at that time, C language can be taken completely to C++ language. So C++ language actually is another layer on top of C language. But later they developed, so they kind of having the C compiler and the C++ compiler, okay, separate. So CC means C compiler. So whatever version we are using is called GNU C, okay, GNU C. So actually it's GCC GNU C compiler. And this one using GNU C++ language compiler. Is okay? And because we are beyond the age of having the C++ only as a module, so now this C++, now this C++ actually become to have directly compiled, no longer depending on the C language compiler. Okay, so it become two separate compiler now. Okay, but originally the C++ is named as C with classes, okay, or Objective C, okay, but C++ was first renamed to C++ in 1983, and it pronounced as C++ for a while, and nowadays a lot of people like me call it C++, okay. So originally C double plus is on top of the C language, okay? But nowadays, C may have a little bit more than covered by C double plus, but there are a lot of things that actually share, okay? And our course, we have the C language 41, CS 41, C programming essential, C double plus programming essential, C CS 42, okay? So this is the course we are talking about here. And then we would have C double plus 2, that is CS 43. And then we go to CS 44, data structure. That's C double plus 3, okay? And this one is more advanced, including the library, so we may not need it for competition, okay? So in this one, we will have Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. Okay, Unit 1 is sequential programming, Unit 2 structural programming, including decision, loop, and function. Okay, Unit 3 data structure, including vector, array, string, and the structure and union. Okay, so this is the same as C language. So we are going into the programming essential part. Target audience will be college student or high school student, and here we focus on competition in this whole session. We primarily focus on competition. We'll help you to prepare for the competition. Target day for competition will be December 15, 21, okay? First meeting. You can try, but maybe in the beginning, not easy to get past. So here we will do C double plus 1 in January, maybe C double plus 2, maybe in February to the end of March. So April, early April, we'll finish. Then we will do AP in April and May, and maybe starting C double plus 3 in what? In June. So we will have enough time to go for silver training. So over here, we will actually more focus on what? More focus on the lead code, hacker rank, and user code, silver, and also maybe gold as well. Okay, it's okay. But right here, you can start to try lead code and trying the user code silver as well. You can try, but that's finish the courses because you still need to learn the language, not just because that you want to do competition. Okay, and if you take the courses, you feel okay, you can go to for here CS2A, this one 2B, this one 2C. Okay, you still can take the course after having our course. You can take course from there to get credit. Is that okay? And for here course, it's not easy. So I suggest you to finish my course first before you jump to the full here course. It's not really easy, okay? The homework is not really easy because Christopher already finished number 2. The material is not easy at all. It is as good as any course people would have in Berkeley or Stanford, okay? In fact, the instructor was teaching in Stanford as an instructor before, okay? Any question?
No.
Okay, so hardware, software, this portion, let's slightly go over it, okay? So programming is actually trying to provide the instruction to the computer, okay? So you need to take consideration of solving the problem and also making the program efficient, okay? Making the program efficient. So that's the programming job, okay? Okay, this one should be okay. What do we need to do? Okay, and then I say this part is also okay. For competition, we don't worry about this, okay? So computer basic component, ALU, control unit, memory, this part is okay. We will cover it in APCSP for the detail of the hardware, okay? Central processing unit, we have the ALU control unit, okay? And here something we need to learn is the ALU. ALU actually have register. So register is some sort of the bit level storage in your computer and you do calculation, okay? So when we have a memory model, C++ has the register data type, okay? So that's coming from there. So you need to know about some terminology in CPU, okay? This portion, because it's also not related to competition, so we just touch base over here, okay? Memory unit, every memory will have some address and some storage, okay? So address, we call it address here, and address will be assigned to some pointer sometime. So one very important difference between Java and C++ is the memory model. You need to learn the memory model and make sure that you understand the memory model. Otherwise, you cannot master C++ language. So memory unit, every byte have an address. Okay, so usually an integer will take 4 bytes. So 4 bytes, each byte actually is 8 bit. Okay, so 4 bytes actually it would be 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Right? So we would have 4 bit, 4 bytes for 32 bit. Okay, so 8 times 4. And what we are using is called Intel system. Intel CPU system is called Little Endian. Okay, Little Endian. Little Endian means that the higher byte is over here. So 1004, 1003, 1002, 1001. The 4 byte organized as this way. So the bit is something like this. So here is 1, okay? If you have 1, it's like this, okay? So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, that's actually 1. So most significant bit will be the higher bytes. Is that okay so far?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Little Endian. Little Endian means the lower edges storing the lower byte. Okay, and the Motorola or PowerPC CPU use the big endian memory. Big endian memory means that 1004 store this significant bit. Okay, the lower bit. Okay. All right, now you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. So we need to, because it's a low-level language, you need to know about the system organization and the CPU a little bit, but we don't touch too much because our purpose is for competition. It's not to study the CPU, okay? So we only touch it based on what we need. And one more thing you need to learn is the thread. Thread is a process, okay? So your CPU may have quad core now maybe it's 4 core. 4 core, 6 core, or 8 core. So each core is a processing unit, okay? Your program will be loaded on it, and the program over here, the image is called a thread. So at the same time, your CPU may be running 4 or 5 different threads, okay? One may be for Windows, one may be for your application program, okay? So the more CPU core, your processing will be faster because they have provide more parallelism, okay? And thread is the image of your program in the CPU, okay? So these are the language 2017. 2020 about the same. We still Python, C++, Java, JavaScript, PHP. Okay, these are more popular languages. Input-output device, pretty simple. So go over. Okay, computer programming. What is computer programming? So computer programming is to plan or schedule the instruction to make the computer run. okay, make the computer run. And problem solving is using programming skill to solve problems, okay? Okay, so we need a language. So C++ is language, okay? So here is one program, we know this already, okay? So computer language is a set of the symbols, reserved word, and rule to construct a program and tell machine to run it, okay? So this is the differences for the languages. We know many languages, so here I just omit, okay? Machine language is the machine level language. So your execution file, that exe file is actually in machine language. So the machine language we are talking about is actually x86 architecture, right? Or x386 architecture. So this different architecture, we call it the instruction set architecture. Okay, instruction set architecture. So we need to actually compile it to the executable code. So what is the instruction set? Instruction set actually is the interface between your CPU, processor, and the program. So here, this is instruction set. So you write your program compile to a executable code, okay? So executable code actually is a machine code. Machine code give you some 01, 01, 01 stuff, okay? So it's only bits, right? But your program is in this format, but you actually need to submit it to some CPU. So some CPU may be 1 gigahertz. Some CPU may be 2 gigahertz. Some CPU may be 5 gigahertz. Okay. So for double E people, these are totally different. 1 gigahertz may be slower. So 1 gigahertz may be like this, right? 2 gigahertz is faster, so it may be like this, right? 5 gigahertz even faster, right? Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
But the same program you can run on 1 gigahertz CPU, 2 gigahertz CPU, or 5, 6 gigahertz CPU. How fast it runs, it doesn't matter because you just deal with the bit with different speed. Okay, so basically an instruction set compatible is the key. As long as you compile the program to x86 architecture, it should be able to be run on any other machine, even though those machines are running at different CPU speed, they are okay. But if your program is compiled to iOS or Linux, sorry, the code pretty much cannot be run on your Windows environment. Is okay? Or someone that right now they are using M1 processor for iPhone, right? Or A14 processor in iPhone. Then your executable code, .exe file, cannot be run on those phones. Is okay? Is okay? Mm-hmm. So this C++ language is machine dependent. They are machine dependent. They are different from Java. Java is platform machine independent. C++, they are machine dependent. When we have different machine, the code is totally different. You need to do recompilation in order to make it work, okay? Java, no. Java, whatever you work on your PC will work on your Macintosh environment, okay? So that's the difference. So the compilation flow is different, memory model is different. And assembly language is a language for the machine code. Machine code is 0101, so you cannot remember it. But we try to have one-to-one mapping between machine code and the assembly language. So it is more English-like, more understandable, but still something that is very primitive. Okay, so that's called assembly language. So high-level language like C++ language is high-level language. Okay, we talk about this because we have some reason. Okay, so here are the example for different high-level language. We don't waste time on it. Okay, and we have statement, expression, function, code block, a lot of things. Okay, these are okay. We just go over. So we will talk about this later. Okay. Okay, so we finished chapter 1. We finished chapter 1. Okay, we are going to bring up chapter 2. Okay, so I may not only cover one chapter in 1 week. My purpose is make sure everything is covered in C++1. Okay, but how much time it takes, I don't know. I'll try my best to make it faster. Okay, and the purpose is that no matter how fast I go, I still make sure you fully understand the material at that level. Okay? Okay, thank you. Then good night then. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.